Fulton Steamer football is on the air live from Steamer Field. It is a beautiful, crisp fall evening for high school football tonight, the home opener, as the Fulton Steamers play host to the DuPec Rivermen. How you doing, everybody? Robert Bertram live from a nice, newly renovated press box atop the stands here at Fulton High School. Congratulations for the renovation. It's awesome, and I know everybody appreciates it up here in the press box tonight. Well, the two teams on the field getting their final warm-ups in before we get tonight's contest underway. The Steamers coming off a loss on the road last week to Eastland Pearl City, 52-20, while the DuPec Rivermen coming off a win a week ago when they defeated Dakota 56-16. In that ball game, they threw the ball just once, and most of their yardage against Dakota last Friday night was on the ground as Dermot Dolan led the Rivermen with 7 carries for 135 yards and 3 touchdowns. For the Steamers last week,
for the playing of our national anthem by the Fulton High Band under the direction of Mr. Sean.
We'll pause right now for our national anthem. So there you have our national anthem by the Fulton High School Pep Band, who's here tonight. Good crowd here, and also a good crowd across the way from the visitors of DuPec. DuPec under the direction of their first-year head coach, Kyle DeMuss, while, of course, the Steamers under the direction of 19th-year head coach Patrick Lower, who's just 5 victories away from reaching 100. DuPec has won 2 straight over the Steamers in their head-to-head matchup, 3 of the last 4 meetings between the two schools. And this, by the way, is the final meeting in football between DuPec and Fulton, as next season DuPec will be moving out of the NUIC and into the Big Northern Conference. The lone Steamer win over DuPec was back in 2022 when the Steamers prevailed 31-22, and that game was played at DuPec. The Rivermen won the toss. They will defer until the second half. Steamers will take the ball, defend the south end zone to our right to get the contest underway. And offensively, the Steamers will be under the guidance of the senior quarterback, Braden Myers. The running backs will be Mason Keeble, the senior, along with junior Jonah Lutz. The guards, Matt Connor, the junior, along with Landon Boonstra, the senior. The tackles will be Wyatt Becker, the senior, along with Jack Holmbo, the sophomore. And the tight end will be Ben Hausengay, the junior. The wide receivers will be Mason Bray, the junior, sophomore Blaze Damhoff, also at a receiver spot. The center, of course, will be Cody Skipper, the senior. That's how the Steamers will line up offensively, as we will get tonight's contest underway. Sit back and enjoy. Glad to have you aboard wherever you're tuning in our telecast here this evening. Beautiful football-like conditions tonight. And it's going to be a very short kick on the far side, and the ball's still loose. And they're going to say it's Steamer football. So the Steamers on the short kickoff by DuPec. The Steamers will have the ball.
Steamers will take over 1st and 10 at their own 33.
So the Steamers 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line. As we are underway here from Steamer Field. Lights already on. Motion. That's Lutz, I believe, swinging the right side, trying to get the corner turned. He does, out across the 35 to about the 36. Well, they're going to spot it closer to the 38, so 5 for Jonah on the carry. Brings up now a 2nd down and 5 for the Steamers. Here's the pitch, right side. And Lutz again, the ball carrier, and this time he is going to be thrown back to about the 37 or right back at the line of scrimmage. Looks like he lost a yard. Weidman on the stop for the Rivermen, so a loss of a yard for Jonah Lutz that time. After picking up 5, brings up a key 3rd down for the Steamers from their own 37-yard line. 11 minutes to play, opening quarter. Pass on the near side, it's caught.
Myers' pass is complete to Dodd.
Dodd makes the reception right about the line of scrimmage. May have snuck out a yard, but not much there. Say no gain on the play.
No gain on the play. It'll bring up 4th and 6.
So that brings up 4th down. And it will be a punting situation. Landon Liu on to boot it away. Rossau standing back. At about his own 35-yard line. Here's Liu's punt. Nice one. And Moore has it. Brady Moore takes it to the left side. Turns upfield, 40, breaks a tackle, 45, 50. Look out, down the sideline. He's finally going to be forced out of bounds as he's swarmed under, and he's going to get it into Steamer territory on the punt return, as it'll be all the way back to the Steamer right about the 42-yard line.
Urban will take over 1st and 10 at the Steamer 42.
So at the Fulton 42, we'll see the offense for the Rivermen. As it's 1st and 10, Rivermen. And this is Rosso, the quarterback keep. Connor on the stop. Gets it down to right about little or no gain. We'll call it a hard yard on the quarterback keep. Rossau up over centered. Dylan White. Rossau back. Out of the shotgun. This is a direct snap to Dermot Dolan. And Dolan gets it down to the Steamer 35. Dolan will get 6 on the carry. Connor and Hackett on the stop for the Steamers. Brings up a key 3rd down for the Rivermen. We approach the 9-minute mark in the opening quarter. No score. Here's Dermot again. And he's going to get the 1st down as he's close to the 31-yard line. So Dolan gets it down to the 31 for the 1st down as he gets 4 more yards. So it's 1st and 10 for DuPec from the Steamer 31. No score here in the opening quarter. 3 and out for the Steamers. Rivermen threaten at the Fulton 31. Hand off to the near side. This is a quarterback, rather. Rossau keeping it himself. Gets it inside the 30, down to about the 28-yard line.
Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
So a pickup of 3.
Ball spotted at the Steamer 28.
Brings up 2nd down and 7 for the Rivermen. Football resting at the Steamer 28-yard line. 8.5 and counting here, quarter number 1. Again, no score, but DuPec is threatening. And this is the quarterback again, this time over the left side. Dives inside the 25, down to about the 24. Hausengay on the stop for the Steamers.
Bring up 3rd and 3.
So a 4-yard pickup for the quarterback once again. And brings up now 3rd down at about 3. 3rd and 3 for the Rivermen from the Steamer 24. Under 8 minutes to play here in the opening quarter from Steamer Field, the home opener for Fulton. They're 0-1 on the season. The Rivermen 1-0. And this is Dermot Dolan, the ball carrier, and Dolan's going to get the first down inside the Steamer 20 down to the 17. Holmbo on the stop.
First down, it'll be 1st and 10 Rivermen from the Steamer 17.
So Dolan gets 7 on the carry. And it's 1st and 10 for the Rivermen from the Steamer 17. It's been a nice time-consuming drive. Motion comes to the near side. Now the handoff left side. Moore, and the Steamers right there to drop him.
Tackled by
Hausengay on the stop right there. Drops him at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
No gain on the carry for Brady Moore. So 2nd down and 10 for the Rivermen. Again, the ball at the Steamer 17. And Fulton's going to jump early. Offsides, and the Rivermen pick up an easy 5. And that'll push it down to the Steamer 12-yard line. Offsides on Fulton. 2nd and 5. Handoff, big hole into the end zone. Touchdown for the Rivermen on the legs of Dermot Dolan, as Dolan takes it 12 yards for the touchdown. And the Rivermen strike first with 6:47 to play in the opening quarter.
I promise you it'll get easier.
It is now 6-0. Johnny Fritzl to try the extra point. Here's the snap, ball's placed, kick on the way, it is up, and it's good.
Extra point is good. With 6:47.
And with 6:47 to play in the opening quarter, it's 7-0. DuPec. And we'll come back to Steamer Field after this timeout.
We've got a saying around here that says we're just regular people helping regular people. And I think it's more than a saying. I think when you walk...
Number 18, Dodd. Number 24.
All right, welcome back to Steamer Field following the touchdown on a 12-yard run for the Rivermen. Here's the kick. Again, it's going to be a short kick. Steamers have to fall on it back at about the 38-yard line. And that's where the
Steamers
Steamers
will take over 1st and 10 at their own 38.
will put it in play. 1st and 10, their second offensive series starts from their own 38 with 6:47 to play. Here in the opening quarter, it's 7-0 DuPec. So here we go. 1st and 10 Steamers. Second back through. Across the 40. Keeble out close to the 42-yard line, maybe the 43.
Jones made the tackle.
Jones on the tackle.
2nd and 6.
So Keeble gets 4 yards on the carry. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 6 for the Steamers. Keeble in the opening game shy. He had 15 carries for 97 yards and a couple touchdowns in the loss to EPC last Friday. Keeble again gets the carry, but there is a penalty flag. And looks like it's a face mask call against the Rivermen.
Be a 15-yard penalty.
So a 15-yard mark-off against the Rivermen. That's their first penalty of the night.
On the Rivermen 40-yard line.
And the Steamers will have it at the DuPec 40-yard line. So it's 1st and 10 Steamers from the DuPec 40. Here's Myers rolling to the near side, airs it out, it's caught. Caden Wilkin makes the reception to the 35-yard line of the Rivermen. So a pickup of 5 on the completion from Myers to Wilkin. Brings up 2nd down for the Steamers. Pitch right side, Lutz turns the corner, gets his dives forward inside the 35, down to about the 33-yard line, 34. Looks like it might be closer to the 34. So Lutz gets 1 on the carry. And now the Steamers face a key 3rd down at about 4, 5.5 remaining here in the opening quarter. It's 7-0 DuPec. Here's a low snap. Myers keeps it himself. Runs forward through the hole, and he's going to be down right about the 32. He may have snuck out a yard.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Or 2. He gets 2 on the carry. And now it's a key 4th and 2 for the Steamers from the DuPec 32. They're going to go for it. They did not even hesitate. As they look. So they look to head coach Patrick Lower to see what they're going to do, and I think they're going to take a timeout. And that's what they're going to do. As Fulton will face 4th down and about 3 yards to go from the DuPec 32 when we come back to Steamer Field. We'll be back after this timeout. All right, welcome back to Steamer Field. Following the Fulton timeout, they go for it on 4th down and 2 from the DuPec 32. Fake the handoff, pass over the middle is caught. Beautiful play. Hausengay makes the reception as Steamer 1st down. They fake the run. Hausengay open over the middle. Myers connects, and it's all the way down to the 11-yard line.
They'll bring up 1st and 10 Steamers from the Rivermen 11-yard line.
21-yard completion. Myers to Ben Hausengay. Steamer 1st down from the 11.
Connor, the ball carrier.
Wyatt Connor, the ball carrier, down to the 10. More on the stop for the Rivermen. Connor picks up a yard, brings up second down and 9 for the Steamers as we approach the 4-minute mark here in the opening quarter. It's 7-0 Rivermen, but the Steamers knocking on the door at the DuPec 10. So the Steamers trailing 7-0. Here's Myers.
Myers pass complete to Dodd.
Dodd makes the reception at
Loss of 4 on the play.
loss of 4 yards back to the 14-yard line. So it's a loss of 4. Now it's third down and about 13 yards to go for the Steamers. Here's Myers, airs it out for Wilkin. He had double coverage on Caden Wilkin in the near corner. And the pass sails incomplete, brings up now a 4th down for the Steamers. So now 4th down, 13 for the Steamers. Football is resting at the DuPec 14-yard line. Steamers are going to go for it. Empty backfield. Myers out of the shotgun. Myers back to throw. Airs it out. Caught. Touchdown, Steamers. Mason Bray on the reception for the touchdown. And the Steamers on the scoreboard. With 3:06 to play in the opening quarter, Fulton on the scoreboard. Mason Bray hauls in the pass. Now Eddie Quinage to try the extra point. Or Eddie Quinage, sorry about that. So he'll try the extra point. There it is, on the way, plenty of distance. It's up and good, and with 3:06 to play in quarter number 1, we have a ball game. It's Fulton 7 and DuPec 7 as the Steamers answer with a touchdown pass from Braden Myers to Mason Bray. 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Eddie Quinage splits the uprights, and we're all tied. It's 7 apiece, 3:06 left here in the opening quarter from Steamer Field, the home opener for the Fulton Steamers. Again, Fulton coming in at 0-1 on the season. They lost to Eastland Pearl City last Friday night, while DuPec coming off a big win over Dakota last Friday night. So we're tied 7-7 here in the opening quarter. It's a nice drive by the Steamers, a nice finish as well. And we're all tied up as the Steamers will be set to boot the ball away.
The Rivermen 27, Rosso along with 17 more.
Moore and Rosso standing back to receive the kick. Back at about their own 15-yard line. Again, a good Fulton crowd here for the home opener. Good crowd across the way from DuPec. Durand Pecatonica. Again, this is their last year in the NUIC. They'll be moving on to the big Northern Conference next year. So they are a 3A school. There's the kick, And it's going to be a low squibbler. It's loose. Look out. I think the Steamers may have recovered. And it is. The Steamers recover. As Fulton recovers, and we'll have the football in DuPec territory. At the 42 of the Rivermen. With 3:01 to play here in the opening quarter, Fulton gets the ball back on the short kickoff. Following the Steamer touchdown, 1st and 10 Steamers at the 43 of DuPec. Motion comes to the near side. Myers keeps it himself. Gets the corner turn, bounces off a tackle, dives forward. And Myers is going to get it down close to the 36. There is a penalty flag in the backfield. So I'm sure this one's coming back on the holding call, and it is. A holding call on the Steamers. That'll be their second penalty of the night. And that'll push the football back to the Steamer 47. So it's 1st down and 20 for the Steamers from their own 47-yard line. All tied 7 apiece, Fulton and DuPec here from Steamer Field. So now the Steamers have it 1st and 20 from their own 47 following the holding call. Myers out of the shotgun, low snap, back. Tries to get it forward. It's batted down by one of the linemen. Hausengay, the intended receiver, falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down for the Steamers. So it's 2nd down and 20 for the Steamers. Football from their own 47. Rosette backfield, handoff, double handoff, comes back near side. Some running room, look out. Out across, Connor, the ball carrier, inside the 45 of the Rivermen, down to the 43.
Tackled by Hamilton.
Hamilton on the stop.
Gain of 10 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and 10.
So Connor gets 10 on the carry. Now brings up a key 3rd down and 10 for the Steamers from the DuPec 43. 2:23 and counting here in the opening quarter. We're all tied at 7 here in the home opener for the Fulton Steamers. Again, Myers out of the shotgun. Motion goes to the far side. Myers, he's going to roll to the far side, looks downfield, looking. He's going to air it out. Man wide open, makes the reception down the far sideline, still on his feet, down to about the 2-yard line. Evan Folk on the reception.
Moore made the tackle for the Rivermen.
And it's all the way down to the 2. 41-yard completion. Nice catch by Evan Folk. And the Steamers have it. 1st and goal from the DuPec 2. Connor, the ball carrier. He's going to get it down to the 1. Wyatt Connor down to the 1 for the Steamers. Just a freshman, 5'11", 180-pound freshman. 2nd and goal, Steamers from the 1 of the Rivermen, and a chance for Fulton to grab the lead. Here's Myers himself into the end zone, untouched for the touchdown. Braden Myers will score from a yard out and give the Steamers the lead for the first time tonight with 1:08 to play in the opening quarter. So Myers on the quarterback keep, takes it into the end zone untouched. Quinage to try the extra point. Snap, place, kick on the way, plenty of distance. It is up, and it is good And with 1:08 to play here in the first quarter, it's now the good guys 14. The Rivermen of DuPec 7, 14-7 Steamers. As Fulton takes advantage of the muffed kickoff return by the Rivermen and take it into the end zone with 1:08 to play here in the opening quarter. So now the Steamers will play in front, leading 14-7 over DuPec. Again, DuPec comes in having won 2 straight over the Steamers in 3 of their last 4 meetings. The lone Steamer victory over DuPec was back in 2022 when the Steamers prevailed 31-22, and that game was played at DuPec. Rosso and Moore back to receive the kick from the Steamers. Last time it was a short one, and Fulton recovered. Let's see what this one's going to be. Now it's a nice kick, end over end, forces them all the way back. Moore, and Moore's going to be tripped up and brought down on the return out to the 31.
Tackled by Bray.
Bray on the tackle. And that is where the Rivermen will put it in play, 1st and 10.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 32.
From their own 32-yard line, the Rivermen with a football, 1:02 to play here in the opening quarter. And it is 14-7 in favor of the Fulton Steamers. And that's
Wolf, the ball carrier. Housengay made the tackle.
Housengay on the stop, pick up of 4 yards. Brings up 2nd down and 6 for DuPec. 2nd down and 6 for the Rivermen. And that is Rossall, the ball carrier.
Tackled by
Dodd on the stop for the Steamers, but Rossall gets it to the 40. So he'll pick up 4 more.
Bring up 3rd and 2 from the 40.
So it's 3rd down and 2 for the Rivermen from their own 40, and that's going to be the quarter. So we played 1 quarter of football action here from Steamer Field, the home opener. After 1, Fulton 14, DuPec 7. We'll come back with a 2nd quarter after this timeout.
When I walk in the morning to the time I go home at night, I'm helping people, and they're doing things that made me nervous the first time and even the second time, and that is buying or financing a home. It makes me happy to be able to help them be more comfortable in that process, and that's generally the case. By the time we get to closing, everybody's pretty comfortable with the situation and the financing options they have.
Third and 2 from the 40.
So here we go, starting quarter number 2, 3rd down and 2 for the Rivermen. Dolan, the ball carrier, still on his feet. He's going to get the 1st down and more. Now the ball is fumbled. Or are they going to call him down? No, they're going to say it was fumbled. As Dolan carried it for the 1st down inside the 50, down to about the 47, and then the ball was fumbled, and the Steamers recover.
Steamers will take over 1st and 10 at their own 49.
So Fulton takes over on the fumble by the Rivermen. So Fulton has it from their own 49. 1st and 10. Myers rolls to the near side. He tucks it under, keeps it himself. And Myers forward progress right to the middle of the field at the 50-yard line.
Tackled by Anderson.
So Myers gets a hard yard on the carry. Brings up 2nd down and 9. Anderson on the stop for the Rivermen. So 2nd down and 9 for the Steamers from the midfield stripe. Pro set backfield, handoff. Keeble, the ball carrier, across the 50, down to the 49 of the Rivermen. As Keeble will get a hard yard on the carry. That'll bring up now a key 3rd down and about 8 yards to go for the Steamers from the Rivermen 49-yard line. 10:49 and counting here, quarter number 2, 14-7 Steamers. Myers with an empty backfield. Out of the shotgun, Myers back to throw, flush to the near side. He's going to keep it himself, and he's going to be forced out of bounds close to the 42 of the Rivermen. That'll be good for about 7 yards on the quarterback keep by Braden Myers. And the Steamers needed 8. Myers gets 7. So it brings up a key 4th down for the Steamers from the DuPec 42. Fulton will go for it on 4th down. 10.5 to play, quarter number 2. Now they'll look to the sideline. See if they'll try to draw him off sides. Nope. Myers, quarterback keep. He's got a 1st down and more. Myers, great head of steam. What vision for the quarterback. Finds a hole over the left side. He gets it inside the 35, down to the 33 of the Rivermen. So Myers needed a yard. He gets 9. 1st and 10 Steamers from the DuPec 33. So they keep the drive alive, leading 14-7 here in the 2nd quarter. Here's Myers looking, airs it out far side. We're going to have a penalty flag coming in.
Myers' pass is incomplete. There's a penalty flag on the play.
I think it might be a defensive hold. We'll check it out. There's 2 penalty flags. And let's see, it's going to be a holding call on the Rivermen. So DuPec penalized for the 2nd time here in the 1st half.
Be a 10-yard penalty.
And that's a 10-yard mark-off. And we'll push it down to the 23-yard line of the Rivermen. Connor, the ball carrier for the Steamers. Greenberg on the stop. Connor gets 6. 2nd down and 4 for the Steamers. 9.5 to play, quarter number 2. Lutz comes to the near side, cuts it upfield. He dives inside the 15 down to about the 14. More on the stop for the Rivermen.
Gain of 3 on the play, 3rd and 1.
So a 3-yard pickup for Jonah Lutz. And now it's a key 3rd down and 1 for the Steamers. Football at the Rivermen 14. So we approach the 9-minute mark, quarter number 2. Steamers leading 14-7. Now the ball's fumbled. Steamers will fall on it. Looks like at the 14, right about the line of scrimmage.
Recovered by the Steamers. No gain on the play. Bring up 4th and 1.
So no gain on the play. Brings up 4th down and 1 for the Steamers. Again, the football resting at the DuPec 14. So Steamers knock on the door once again. And we're going to get a timeout called for.
Timeout Steamers.
By the Steamers. 8:25 to play, quarter number 2. Fulton leading DuPec 14-7. Steamers will have the football on 4th down and 1 from the DuPec 14 when we come back after this timeout. All right, welcome back to Steamer Field. It's a key 4th down and 1 for the Steamers from the DuPec 14. And we're going to have a procedure on the Steamers. False start cost them 5 yards. And now let's see if that will change the play here. It'll be 4th down. Instead of 4th and 1, it'll be 4th and 6 for the Steamers. And they are going to march it back. So that'll push it back to the 19 of the Rivermen. And now the Steamers face 4th down and 6. 8:25 to play before halftime. It's 14-7 Fulton. And now we're going to get a penalty flag coming in from the near side. Official was pointing to Fulton's side. And it is another mark-off on the Steamers for a false start. So back-to-back false starts on the Steamers instead of 4th and 1 from the DuPec 14. Now it is 4th down and 11 from the DuPec 24. So it's 4th down and 11 Steamers. Motion to the far side. Myers rolls to the far side, looking downfield, keeps it himself, has a shot for the first down, he's got it. Myers will get the first down, or are they going to mark it short?
Gain of 10. Comes up just short of a first down.
So they're going to be just short of the first down. Looked like he had it, but DuPec will take over 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line, so they turn away a Steamer threat. So DuPec takes over. Dolan, the ball carrier. Blaze Damhoff on the stop for the Steamers. Pickup of 9. Dolan gets 9. Brings up 2nd down and 1. Or are they going to measure? They're going to bring in the sticks from the far side.
Timeout for a measurement.
As they'll get the official measurement. And see It is a first down for the Rivermen.
Carry's good enough for a first down.
So it is good for the first down for the Rivermen from their own 24. So it's 1st and 10 for the Rivermen from their own 24-yard line. 8:13 to play before halftime. Fulton leading DuPec 14-7. This is Dolan over the right side, still on his feet. Now he's finally going to be brought down at the 30-yard line, and there is a penalty flag. As Dolan gets it out to the 30. And we'll see what the penalty is. The officials discuss. And it's a personal foul against the Rivermen. So they'll march off the 15 yards against DuPec. That'll push. That'll push it back to the 15-yard line.
2nd and 19 from the 15.
So DuPec on the penalty. Look out, big hole down that far sideline.
Come on, stop him.
That's Brady Moore,
Moore, the ball carrier.
and Moore gets it all the way down to the Steamer 5.
Tackled by Damhoff.
As Moore takes it all the way down to the Steamer 5, it's 1st and goal, Rivermen.
The 1st and goal, Rivermen from the Steamer 5.
So it's 1st and goal for the Rivermen. 1st and goal for the Rivermen from the Steamer 5. This is Dolan
Dolan, the ball carrier.
as he's going to get it down to the 3.
Lutz made the tackle.
Lutz on the stop for the Steamers. Dolan gets 2.
Gain of 2 on the play. Be 2nd and goal from the 3.
So it's 2nd down and 3. 2nd down, goal to go for the Rivermen from the 3. We approach the 7-minute mark here in the second quarter. Steamers lead 14-7. And what is it going to be?
Rosso, the ball carrier.
Rosso gets it down inside the 1. As it'll be 3rd down, goal to go, Rivermen inside the Steamer 1. 6.5 and counting here in the second quarter. It's 14-7 in favor of Fulton, but DuPec less than a yard away from getting this thing tied up. And we're going to have a timeout, Fulton.
Timeout, Steamer.
Steamers will use a timeout. 6:20 to play. Quarter number 2 here from Steamer Field. Fulton 14, DuPec 7. The Rivermen less than a yard away from a touchdown. Will come back after this timeout. Robert Bertram back here at Steamer Field. Third down. Goal to go for the Rivermen inside the Steamer 1. And this is Dolan diving forward. He's going to get it for the touchdown.
He's in for a 1-yard touchdown.
So Dermot Dolan with his second touchdown, this time from a yard out with 6:16 to play here in quarter number 2. So Dermot Dolan punches it in from a yard out. And now Fritzl to try the extra point. High snap, kick on the way. It's going to be short, no good. The kick is no good by Johnny Fritzl. And the Steamers will hold on to the lead. Steamers 14, DuPec 13. As the extra point kick was no good by Johnny Fritzl. And the Steamers will receive the kickoff as they hold on to a 1-point lead, 14-13. Here in the second quarter, 6:16 to play. Again, the Steamers coming in 0-1, DuPec at 1-0. The Rivermen have won 3 of the last 4 meetings with the Steamers. And this again is the final meeting in football between these two schools, as DuPec will be moving out of the NUIC next year and will be members of the Big Northern Conference.
Fritzl will kick off for the Rivermen.
So Fritzl to boot the ball away. See, he's been kicking towards the sidelines. That's what he's going to do. Try the onside. Short kick, and look out, it's free. DuPec says they have it, and they do.
Kick is recovered by the Rivermen.
The Rivermen recover. So the Rivermen recover. They've been shooting the football towards that sideline. And they recover and have it at the Steamer 46. So now a chance for the Rivermen to get the lead back, trailing 14-13, 6:16 to play before halftime. Dolan over the right side, gets it down to about the 40-yard line.
Penalty flag on the play.
There is a penalty flag. And we'll see what the call is. Dolan gets it down to the Steamer 40, which would be a pickup of 6.
Illegal substitution against the Steamers.
And it's an illegal substitution on the Steamers. So an illegal substitution on the Steamers. And it'll be a 5-yard mark-off.
Make it 1st and 5 from the 41.
To the 41. Steamers penalized for the 5th time here in the first half. First down and 5 for the Rivermen from the Steamer 41. Dolan, right side. Spins inside the 40 down to about the 39 of the Steamers. Yeah, they're going to spot it at the 37, 38-yard line.
Gain of 3 on the play, 2nd and 2 from the 38.
So Dolan gets 3 on the carry. Brings up a 2nd down and 2 for the Rivermen from the Steamer 38. 5:19 and counting here in the second quarter. Fulton 14, DuPec 13. But the Rivermen knocking on the door at the Steamer 38. And this is Rossau, the ball carrier, inside the Steamer 35 to the 34-yard line.
Tackled by Connor.
Connor on the stop for the Steamers. Good for the DuPec first down.
First and 10, DuPec from the Steamer 34.
On the quarterback keep, it's first and 10 Rivermen from the Steamer 34. Under 5 to play before halftime. Can the Steamer defense dig in here and turn away this Riverman threat? Here's Dolan, right up the gut. He has it inside the 25, and he's going to be brought down at about the Steamer 22.
Tackled by Dodd.
Dodd on the stop.
Good enough for a first down. Be first and 10 Rivermen from the Steamer 22.
So Dolan gets 12 more. First and 10 Rivermen from the 22. Dolan again, the ball carrier.
Tackled by Bray.
Bray on the stop for the Steamers. Dolan gets it down to the 20 of the Steamers. So he'll pick up 2 more.
Gain of 3, second and 7 from the 20.
Brings up second down and about 7 yards to go. Football resting at the Steamer 20. So we got about 4 minutes and counting here in the second quarter. Steamers cling to a 1-point lead at 14-13. So the Steamers almost caught jumping off sides, but they get back. Didn't cross the line. Here's Dolan again, a big hole. And Dolan is going to fall forward at about the 11-yard line.
Be first and 10 Rivermen from the Steamer 11.
As it's going to be first down and 10. Dolan gets 9 more. He's approaching 100 yards. 14 carries, 94 yards, and a couple touchdowns for the Rivermen. For Dermot Dolan. First and 10 from the Steamer 11 for the Rivermen. Rosso, the ball carrier, gets it down close to the 5-yard line. Bray on the stop for the Steamers. Spotted at the 6. 5-yard pickup. Brings up second down and 5. Under 3 to play before halftime. This is Dolan, the ball carrier. Dives forward inside the 5 to about the 4.
Tackled by Kane.
Kane on the stop, 2 yards.
Gain of 2.
For Dolan.
3.
Now it's third down and 3. 2.5 and counting here. Quarter number 2. Steamers leading by 1, 14-13. But DuPec has the ball at the Steamer 4. Dolan again and breaks away from a tackle into the end zone for the go-ahead touchdown. As Dolan will take it in for the touchdown. And the Rivermen have regained the lead with 2:21 to play before halftime. Dermot Dolan scores his 3rd touchdown. And let's see if they go for 2. Leading 19-14, 2:21 remaining before halftime. The DuPec Rivermen have regained the lead.
Timeout Rivermen.
And DuPec will use a timeout. 2:21 to play before halftime. It's now the Rivermen 19, the Steamers 14. We'll step aside, come back with more from Steamer Field after this timeout.
And just really welcome you in with open arms. It's a very simple phone call to make that could really change your future.
All right, welcome back to Steamer Field following the DuPec timeout. Rivermen will go for two, leading 19-14. Rosso's going to keep it himself to the end zone. He gets the two-point conversion.
With 2:21 remaining in the first half, Rivermen.
So now with 2:21 to play before halftime, it's now DuPec 21 and Fulton 14. So 21-14 Rivermen. Again, keep in mind, DuPec will have the football to start the second half. So they deferred to the second half. And now the Rivermen will boot the ball away to the Steamers. Last time, they keep aiming towards the sidelines. Last time it worked, they recovered the football and marched down the field from the Steamer 46 and scored the touchdown with 2:21 to play before halftime. So Fritzl to boot the ball away from his own 40. See which sideline he's going to shoot for. Looks like he's going to shoot to the far sideline once again. So he does not stand back very far. There's the short kick. Keeble fields it at the 30. Still on his feet. Still on his feet. Good extra effort by Mason Keeble on the return to the kickoff. All the way out to the 48-yard line.
Steamers will take over 1st and 10 at their own 48.
So the Steamers have it 1st and 10 at their own 48, 2:13 to play before halftime. Fulton trailing 21-14. Let's see if we can get a nice drive together here and end with some points. Myers hands it off straight over the middle.
Lutz, the ball carrier.
Lutz is going to get it out to the midfield stripe. Good for a couple yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 8 for the Steamers. Football resting at midfield. A minute 55 and counting before halftime. It's DuPec 21, Fulton 14. Steamers have played a great first half of football. Here's Myers. Screen far side is caught. Connor down the sideline.
Myers pass is complete to Connor.
Connor gets it down to the 41 of the Rivermen.
The 1st and 10 Steamers from the Rivermen 41.
So a 9-yard completion and a 1st down. Myers to Connor. And it's 1st down. Pass caught on the far side.
Pass complete to Bray.
Bray makes the reception inside the 35 of the Rivermen down to the 34.
Knocked out of bounds by Hamilton. Gain of 6 on the play. 2nd and 4 from the 34.
So 2nd down and about 4 yards to go for the Steamers at the Rivermen 34. Minute 20 and counting here. Quarter number 2. Run to the near side, nothing there.
Lutz, the ball carrier.
As Lutz was the ball carrier, tackled back at the 39 of the Rivermen, a loss of 5.
Loss of 5 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and 8 from the 39.
For Jonah Lutz. Tried to string it out to the near side, and the Rivermen said no. And we're going to get a Rivermen timeout.
Timeout Rivermen.
With under a minute to play here in the first half, and the Steamers trailing 21-14. We'll step aside, come back with more from Steamer Field after this timeout. So here we go. Following the DuPec timeout, Steamers face 3rd down and 9 from the DuPec 39, trailing 21-14. 49 seconds to play in the half. Myers, nothing there. He's going to carry it down the far side. He's tripped up and brought down back at the 40.
Tackled by Tunick.
Tunick makes the stop back at the 40, a loss of a yard.
Loss of 1 on the play.
Brings up now a 4th down and 9 for the Steamers. 20 seconds and counting here in the second quarter. Myers out of the shotgun, rolls to the near side. Looking downfield, he's going to air it out deep. Has Wilkin there, and there's Wilkin wanting the pass interference call. He was bumped by the defender. No call there. And DuPec
Riverman will take over on downs.
will take over on downs. From their own 40-yard line. So DuPec takes over with 10 seconds to play in the half from their own 40-yard line, leading 21-14. See if the Rivermen elect to just take a knee. Get out of the first half leading 21-14, or will they take a shot? Counter comes back to the near side and going to be dropped at the 46-yard line.
And the ball here, tackled by Housengay.
So 6 yards.
Gain of 7 on the play. 2nd and 3 for the 46.
Second down and 3. The Rivermen will use a timeout with just 1 tick left on the clock. So the Rivermen use the timeout. Football at their own 46-yard line with just 1 second remaining before halftime. And DuPec leading Fulton 21-14. So we'll see what the Rivermen will do here. They face 2nd down and 4, 1 second remaining before halftime. Football at their own 46. Dolan, look out. He has some running room, breaks a tackle. He's at the 30, comes back. 25, we're going to have a penalty flag coming in from the near sideline.
Tackled by Myers.
I got distracted by the flag going up in the air and hitting the kid.
As he gets it down to the 22-yard line of the Steamers.
There's a flag on the play.
So there is a flag on the play. The official talking to Patrick Lower. And I was wondering if it was on the Steamer sideline, but we'll have to see. Or they're going to call it the half. So we have reached halftime here from Steamer Field in the home opener, and the first half has officially come to a close. Our score at the half, it's DuPec 21, Fulton 14. 21-14, Steamers trail here at halftime. We're going to step aside for this extended halftime timeout, and when we come back, we'll recap the first half for you, take a look at the statistics, and get set for quarter number 3 of football action here from Steamer Field. Again, our score at the half, DuPec 21, Fulton 14, back after this extended timeout. All right, welcome back to Steamer Field here at halftime, where the DuPec Rivermen lead the Fulton Steamers by the score of 21-14. Recapping that first half for you, it was DuPec striking first with 6:47 to play. In the opening quarter, Dermot Dolan scores on a 12-yard run. Johnny Fritzl added the extra point, and it was 7-0 Rivermen. The Steamers would come back with 3:06 to play in the opening quarter when Mason Bray would haul in a 14-yard touchdown pass from Braden Myers. Eddie Quinage split the uprights, and we were tied 7-7. Then with 1:08 to play in the opening quarter, the Steamers would take their first lead of the ball game as quarterback Braden Myers would punch it in from a yard out. Eddie Quinage extra point made it 14-7 Steamers at the end of the first quarter. But then the second quarter belonged to the visiting Rivermen of DuPec. With 6:16 to play in the second quarter, Dermot Dolan scores his second touchdown from a yard out. Extra point kick no good. It was a 14-13 lead for the Rivermen. And then with 2:21 to play in the half, Dermot Dolan scores his second touchdown in a 4-yard run. Lucas Rosso added the 2-point conversion run, making our score here at halftime. It's DuPec 21 and Fulton 14. Unofficially in that first half for the DuPec Rivermen, they have 246 rushing yards. Unofficially, 132 of those belonging to Dermot Dolan. He has unofficially 17 carries for 132 yards and 3 touchdowns. They have yet to attempt a pass here tonight, so 246 yards of offense in the first half for DuPec, all on the ground. The Steamers with 153 yards of offense, 60 yards rushing. Myers, the leading rusher, 8 carries for 29 yards and a touchdown. 93 passing. Myers has completed 7 of 11 passes for 93 yards and a touchdown. Steamers penalized 5 times for 30 yards in the first half. DuPec 3 times for 40 yards. And the Steamers to boot the ball away to DuPec to start quarter number 3. Here's the kick. Low squib kick. Going to be fielded at the 25, out across the 30, 35, 40, 45, and down out to about the 49-yard line. A nice return for the DuPec Rivermen as Hamilton returns it out to the 49. Struckman on the stop for the Steamers. DuPec with great field position to start the second half. 1st and 10 from their own 49-yard line. So it's 1st and 10, DuPec from their own 49-yard line. The Rivermen leading 21-14. They come into the game at 1-0 on the season. Steamers looking for their first win here in the home opener. Rosso hands it off. Dolan, the ball carrier. Dolan cross midfield down to, well, they're going to spot it right at the midfield stripe. Housengay on the stop. Dolan gets a hard yard. Brings up 2nd down and 9 for the Rivermen from the midfield stripe. Yet a nice, cool evening for high school football. Dolan bounces off a tackle. Dives to about the 46-yard line of the Steamers. Damhoff on the stop. Connor also in there for the Steamers. 4 yards for Dolan.
Just inside the 47.
Brings up 3rd down and about 5 yards to go for the Rivermen from the Steamer 46. A key 3rd down. Motion to the far side. Here's Rosso keeping it himself, weaves through traffic. He's going to get the first down and more inside the Steamer 40 down to the 39. So 7 yards and a first down for the quarterback of the Rivermen. Move the chains, 1st and 10. DuPec from the Steamer 39. 10:40 and counting here, quarter number 3 from Steamer Field. 21-14 DuPec. Rivermen at the Steamer 39, 1st and 10. This is Dolan. Dolan weaves through traffic, still on his feet. Now the ball is fumbled. Fulton says they have it, do they?
Recovered by the Steamers.
And it is recovered by the Steamers as Dolan fumbled the football. He got it down to the Steamer 31, and he fumbled the football.
1st and 10 at their own 32.
So the Steamers take over on the 3rd turnover against DuPec. Dolan fumbles the football. So it's 1st and 10 Steamers from their own 32. Forward progress to about the 32. Keeble, the ball carrier.
Tackled by Jones.
So no gain on the carry for Mason Keeble. Brings up 2nd down and 10 for the Steamers from their own 32. Trailing 21-14, under 10 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Myers to throw. It's caught over the middle. 40 down to the 35-yard line. Hausengay makes an awesome catch for the Steamers all the way down to the DuPec 34 or 36-yard line. 32-yard completion from Myers to Hausengay. Myers flares it out to the far side. It's caught. 40-35.
Myers pass complete to Lutz.
Lutz gets spun down at about
Tackled by Bauer.
the 33, down to about the 33.
From the 33-yard line.
So it brings up 2nd down and 7 for the Steamers. Football resting at the DuPec 33. We approach the 9-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. 21-14 DuPec. Myers going to keep it himself. Myers has a hole. He's going to get inside the 30 with that full head of steam, and he's going to get it down close to the 27-yard line.
Gain of 6 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down at about 2
Ball spotted at the 28.
for the Steamers. Ball at the 28 of the Rivermen. 3rd down and 2. 8:28 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. 21-14 DuPec. But the Steamers knocking on the door at the Rivermen 28. Motion comes near side. Myers will take it left side, try to get the corner turn. Dives for the 1st down. Does he have it? There is a penalty flag, and it's against the Steamers, so this one's coming back. So this one is coming back.
Illegal motion against the Steamers will be a 5-yard penalty.
Illegal motion on the Steamers. That'll cost them 5. 6th penalty of the ball game.
7 from the 33.
So that'll push it back. And now brings up 3rd down at about 7 for the Steamers. Myers rolls to the near side, looks over the middle, caught. Inside the 30, down to about the 28.
Pass is complete to Fulton.
Evan Falk makes the reception.
Tackled by Cox. We'll bring up 4th and 2.
Looks like the 28.
Myers, the ball carrier.
Myers keeps it himself. Does he have enough for the 1st down? Could come down to the spot of the football. I don't think they're going. I think they're going to be short. They're going to measure. They're going to bring the sticks in from the far sideline to measure it. Boy, that's going to be close. That's closer than the spot on the near side. The official on the near side was not as generous, but this one is going to make it real close. And I think they're just going to be short. They are. The Rivermen hold and turn away the Steamer threat.
Rivermen will take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
So the Steamers' threat turned away by the Rivermen at the DuPec 27. So DuPec will take over on downs as the Steamers went for it on 4th and 2, did not get it. And DuPec takes over from their own 26-yard line. So it's 1st and 10, Rivermen. 7:27 to play here in the third quarter, 21-14. Steamers trailing DuPec here in the third quarter. The home opener from Steamer Field as Fulton looks for its first win of the season. Rosso, I believe, the ball carrier, gets it across the 30 to about the 31. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Tackled by Spooner. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 for the Rivermen. Motion goes to the far side. And the Steamers right there for the stop. Mason Keeble. So it was Rosso, the ball carrier, dropped by Keeble.
Gain of 1, 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 for the Rivermen. Key 3rd down. Great opportunity for the Steamer defense here. 6.5 to play, third quarter. Steamers down 7. Rivermen face 3rd and 6. And DuPec will use a timeout. Timeout on the field, 6:24 to play, third quarter. Steamers down 21-14. DuPec faces 3rd and 6 from their own 31 when we come back to Steamer Field after this timeout. Robert Bertram back here at Steamer Field following the DuPec timeout. Rivermen face 3rd and 6 from their own 31-yard line, leading 21-14. 6:24 left here in quarter number 3. And they're not going to get the first down. Rosso again, the ball carrier to 33. So pick up 2 more.
From the 34.
And that'll bring up 4th down and about 4 yards to go for the Rivermen. As they're going to go for it on 4th down and 4 from their own 34. 4th and 4, Rivermen. As they go for it now instead, Rosso back to punt it away from his own 25, or will he? Nope. Yeah, he does. He's going to boot it away with a left foot. It's going to go way out of bounds. And we'll see where they're going to spot the ball at.
Steamers will take over 1st and 10 at the Rivermen 45.
So the Steamers will take over at the DuPec 44. 5:29 to play here in the third quarter, so the Steamer defense holds. Now let's see if the offense can get something going here and punch in a touchdown. 5:29 to play, third quarter, trailing 21-14. Mason Keeble, the ball carrier.
Tackled by Jones.
Keeble picks up a hard yard on the carry. Brings up 2nd down and 9 for the Steamers. Football at the 44 of the Rivermen. Myers to throw, airs it out near side. It's caught.
Myers pass complete to Dodd.
Dodd makes the reception.
Tackled by Anderson.
At the inside the 40, down to the 38.
Bring up 3rd and 4 from the 38.
So pickup of about 6. Dodd makes his 3rd reception here. Here's Myers. Penalty flag comes in near side, and Dodd makes the reception at the 31, but there's a penalty flag. And I think this one's coming back. Dodd made the reception at the 31, which would be a Steamer 1st down, and it's procedure on Fulton. So another crucial penalty on the Steamers. Instead of getting the 1st down, it's going to cost the Steamers 5. And should push it back now to about the 43 of DuPec, 44 of DuPec. So the Steamers now face 3rd down and 9. Following the penalty on the Steamers, 3rd down and 9 from the DuPec 44. 4:18 to play here in the third quarter. Steamers trail 21-14. Motion comes back to the near side. Here's Myers, back of the pocket, over the middle. It's caught. Housengay going to get it down to about the 35. As Housengay is going to get 9 on the completion from Myers. And now let's see what head coach Patrick Lower likes to do. It'll be 4th down and 2 for the Steamers from the DuPec 35. 4th down and 2. Steamers, no hesitation. They'll go for it. Full head of steam, and that's a 1st down. Jonah Lutz, full head of steam, gets the 1st down. As Lutz gets it down to the 32 for the Steamer 1st down. Good hard running by Jonah. Give credit to that line up front, getting a good push. 1st and 10, Steamers from the DuPec 32. Myers fakes a handoff, has a man open. That's Housengay for the touchdown! Myers to Housengay, covers 32 yards for the score. Myers Housengay connection for the Steamer 32-yard touchdown with 3:11 to play here in the third quarter. Now Eddie Quinage for the extra point. Kick on the way. It is up, and it is good, and with 3:11 to play here in quarter number 3, it's now Fulton 21, DuPec 21. As Braden Myers throws his 2nd touchdown pass of the ball game. This time connecting with Ben Housengay for 32 yards. And we're all tied at 21 apiece, 3:11 remaining here in quarter number 3. So it is 21-21. Fulton and DuPec, 3:11 to go, third quarter. Steamers will boot the ball away to the Rivermen.
22 Powell kickoff for the Steamers. Deep number 10 Hamilton along with 27 Rosso.
Hamilton and Rosso back standing at their own 15-yard line to receive the Steamer kickoff. Following the Fulton touchdown, we're all tied at 21 here in the third quarter, 3:11 to play. Again, the Steamers look for their first win. DuPec coming in at 1-0. Steamers are going to go for the short kick, onside maybe. Recovered by the Rivermen at their own 47, and they'll have great field position. Garcia recovers.
At their own 47.
First and 10 Rivermen, good field position from their own 37. So the Steamer defense will be put to the test here with the game all tied at 21. 21 all tie. Again, this is the last time these two schools will play in football, as DuPec will move up to the Big Northern Conference.
Penalty flag on the board.
And we have two of the linemen on the Rivermen jumping before the rest of the team moves. And that's going to cost the Rivermen 5 yards, their fourth penalty of the ball game.
From the 42.
And that'll push it back to their own 42-yard line, face first and 15. So it's first down and 15 for DuPec. From their own 42-yard line, we're all tied at 21 apiece here in the third quarter from Steamer Field. 3:11 to play. And the Steamer defense right there is Weidman, the ball carrier. Going to be dropped back at the 41. Keeble on the stop, a loss of a yard.
Loss of 1 on the play, bring up second and 16 from the 41.
So a loss of a yard brings up second down for the Rivermen from their own 41-yard line. So the Steamer defense fired up here. Let's see if they can keep it going. And we're going to have a penalty flag. That's procedure on the Rivermen. A false start on DuPec costs them 5 more. And instead of heading north, they're heading south, as that'll push it back now to the 36-yard line.
Second and 21 from the 36.
Now brings up second down and 21 for the Rivermen. Here's Rosso, has a man wide open down the sideline, is caught. We're going to have a penalty flag from the near sideline.
Pass is complete. There's a penalty flag on the play.
Pass is completed down to about the 37 of the Steamers, but this one's coming back. Ineligible man downfield. Ineligible receiver against DuPec. So it's coming back. As the penalties begin to mount on this drive for the Rivermen.
It's a 5-yard penalty. Will make it second and 26 from the 31.
So another mark off, their 6th penalty of the ball game. Pushes it back to the 31. So it's second down and 26 for the Rivermen from their own 31. Rosso, the ball carrier, dives forward close to the 35. Connor on the stop for the Steamers. So he gets it out
4 on the play.
for 4 yards.
22. We have timeout for an injured Riverman.
And I think it's Rosso, the ball carrier and quarterback. is the injured player. Could be a cramp, not sure. Don't want to speculate. Indeed, it is Rosso. He's back up on his feet.
Lucas Rosso is the injured
So
player.
Rosso, the injured player, he'll head off to the far sideline under his own power. Good to see that for the young man.
Third and 22.
Scroggins is in at quarterback, number 4. Scroggins rolls to the right, looks downfield, airs it out, and that one is incomplete. Steamers had a shot at it.
Bring up fourth down.
And believe it or not, that was their first pass attempt of the night. And it's incomplete. As all the offense tonight has been on the running game of the Rivermen. Fourth down and about 21 to go for the Rivermen. They'll have to boot the ball away from about their own 25-yard line. Here's the left-footed punt. Steamers get out of the way. It's going to take a Riverman roll and be downed at about the Steamer 26-yard line.
Will take over first and 10 at their own 26.
So the Steamer defense, kudos to the defense. They hold and force the Rivermen to punt the ball back to Fulton. With a game all tied at 21 apiece, a minute 28 left here in the third quarter. Fulton gets the ball back. First and 10 from their own 26. It's the Steamers look to get back in front. First and 10 from their own 26. Minute 28 left here in the third quarter. Myers back to throw. Airs it out to the far side. It's caught. And that's going to be good for the Steamer first down. Landon Liu makes the reception.
Tackled by Hamilton.
As it gets out to the 39.
From their own 39.
13-yard completion, Myers to Landon Liu. Liu makes his first reception tonight. First and 10 Steamers from their own 39. Myers flushed over the middle. It's caught. Cade Wilkin makes the reception out close to the 44.
Tackled by Tunick. Gain of 4 on the play. Second and 6.
Brings up second down and about 6 yards to go. So a 5-yard pickup out to the 44. This is Connor.
Connor, the ball carrier.
And the Rivermen stay home and drop Connor right at the line of scrimmage. No gain. So Wyatt Connor gets nothing.
From the 44.
Brings up third down. And 5 yards to go from the Steamers from their own 44. Key third down and 5. See if they let the quarter run out. 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And they're going to let the quarter close out. So after 3 in the home opener here from Steamer Field, our score, it's Fulton 21, DuPec 21. We'll come back with the fourth quarter after this timeout.
I'm helping people, and they're doing things that made me nervous the first time and even the second time, and that is buying or financing a home. It makes me happy to be able to help them be more comfortable in that process, and that's generally the case. By the time we get to closing, everybody's pretty comfortable with the situation and the financing options they have.
and 5.
Robert Bertram back here as we start the fourth quarter from Steamer Field. Myers far side, it's caught.
Myers pass is complete to Dodd.
Dodd makes the reception
Tackled by
into
Wise.
Riverman territory.
Good enough for a first down.
First down for the Steamers.
From the Riverman 47.
Down to the Riverman 47. So it's 9-yard completion to Dodd. First and 10 Steamers. D'Angelo's fourth reception. First and 10 Steamers from the DuPec 47. Here's Myers, breaks a tackle. Myers turns nothing into something. His extra effort for the quarterback gets it down to the 40-yard line as Myers will get 7.
Tackled by Weidman.
Weidman on the stop for the Rivermen. Steamers get 7 on the legs of the quarterback, Braden Myers. Myers having an outstanding game here tonight. So the Steamers face now second down and 3. Football resting at the DuPec 40. All tied at 21. And that one goes nowhere. Dodd, the ball carrier. Maurer on the stop for the Rivermen. It's going to be lost yardage for the Steamers back to the 46.
3rd and 9 from the 46.
So a loss of 6 brings up 3rd down and 9 for the Steamers. Football resting at the DuPec 46. So a key 3rd down and 9 for the Steamers. 10-15 and counting here in the fourth quarter. All tied at 21. Myers to throw. Airs it out far side and overthrows the intended receiver.
Penalty flag on the play.
But we have a penalty flag. And it's
Motion against the Steamers.
illegal motion on the Steamers. See if they decline the penalty or not. As it is it's going to be declined.
We'll bring up 4th down.
So that'll bring up 4th down for the Steamers. 4th down and 9 from the DuPec 46, and Fulton's going to have to punt the football away. As the penalty against the Steamers forces Fulton to boot the ball away. Landed Liu to boot it away from about his own 45. DuPec standing back at about their own 20. Here's the punt by Liu. High floater. Fair catch called for, but they get it out. It takes a Steamer roll. Look at that. It's going to be downed.
Lou's punt goes into the end zone. Riverman will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
And it is going to be into the end zone. Thought it might have died inside the 5, but it goes into the end zone. And the Rivermen will take over from the 20-yard line. Nice punt nonetheless by Landon Liu. Gets the nice roll. So the Rivermen will have it 1st and 10 from their own 29:57 to play here in the fourth quarter. And we're all tied at 21 apiece. There's a handoff over the left side. Dolan, the ball carrier.
Dolan, the ball carrier.
And Dolan's going to get
Tackled by
Housengay on the stop. Dolan gets a hard yard. So the Steamer defense trying to dig in here. 2nd down and 9 Rivermen from their own 21. 9:25 and counting here in the fourth quarter. We're tied at 21. Broken tackles by the Steamers as the Rivermen turn nothing into something.
Rosso, the ball carrier.
Rosso gets it out across the 30
By Teague Gray.
to about the 32, and we have an injured Steamer.
We have an injured Steamer on that play.
As it's out to the 32 for the Rivermen on the 11-yard run. So it's 1st and 10 for the Rivermen from their own 32. As they tend to the injured Steamer.
Well, like if he laid back.
So the injured Steamer laying back at about the 15-yard line as they tend to him.
And again, like probably one of us will tell you where you can make that judgment. But it's not like you're cutting it out.
So it's 21-21 tie, 9:09 to play here in the fourth quarter. Fulton and DuPec. Been a heck of a ball game for both teams here, especially the Steamers, as they rose to the challenge against this talented DuPec team. And the Steamers, looks like it's Mason Keeble, the injured Steamer. He'll be helped to the near sideline or walking under his own power, limping, so let's hope it's nothing serious for Mason. So it's 1st and 10, Rivermen from their own 32. Again, we're all tied at 21 apiece here in the fourth quarter, 9:09 to play. Steamer defense digging in here. Hand off to Dolan. Dolan dives forward. Housengay on the stop. Dolan to the 34.
Gain of 2 on the play.
As he'll pick up 2 yards on the carry. Brings up 2nd down and 8 for the Rivermen from their own 34-yard line. 8.5 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Rosso keeps it himself over the left side. Try to get the corner turn. He does. He bounces off a tackle, cuts back inside. 40, 45, and a penalty flag coming in.
There's a penalty flag on the play.
So a penalty flag comes in after that run. Rosso gets it out to the 40, and it's a holding call on the Rivermen. So this one's coming back. That'll be their 7th penalty on DuPec, as they'll march the ball back to the 30-yard line.
Will be 2nd and 12 from the 30-yard line.
Yeah, exactly my point. Listen, here's the difference.
So brings up 2nd down and 12. 8 minutes to play, tied at 21, 2nd and 12 from their own 30 for the Rivermen. Handoff comes back on the inside, look out! And the ball carrier is Weidman, as Weidman across the 40 out to the 43-yard line.
Tackled by Hackett.
Hackett on the stop for the Steamers, but that's good for the Rivermen. 1st down out to the 43.
At the 43.
Weidman gets 13. So the sprinklers have come on in the south end zone on the goal line with 7:53 to play here in the fourth quarter.
We have officials
We're going to have an officials timeout as the sprinklers come on. The turf's been worked over hard tonight and needs a little water break. That's right. As they have the official timeout as the sprinklers come on in the south end zone right at the goal line. Water in the field a little bit. They want to slow them down. As plays halted with 7:53 to play here in the fourth quarter. Game all tied at 21 apiece, Fulton and DuPec. Now the sprinklers go down, and we'll resume play. There is a full moon. Just saying. So it's 1st and 10 for the Rivermen from their own 43. All tied at 21 here in the fourth quarter, 7:50 and counting. Motion comes to the near side for the Rivermen. Handoff right over the middle, big hole, still on his feet. Dolan the ball carrier, and Dolan gets it into Steamer territory down to the Fulton 47.
Along with Hackett.
That's going to be close to another first down for the Rivermen.
Gain of 9.
No, they're going to say 9.
From the Steamer 48.
So it's 2nd down and 1 Rivermen from the Steamer 48. They're going to throw down far, had the man open, had his man beat on the far sideline. Weidman had his man beat, but the pass goes incomplete as the ball is overthrown. And that'll bring up 3rd down. Rather, that'll be 3rd down and about a yard to go for the Rivermen from the 48 of the Steamers. 7:11 to play here in the fourth quarter. We're tied at 21, Fulton and DuPec. Here's Rosso. He's going to get the first down, still on his feet. He's going to be brought down at the Steamer 45. It's good for 3 yards. Connor and Myers on the stop. So the Rivermen get 3 and a first down. Keep their drive alive. 1st and 10 at the Steamer 45. So the Steamer defense needs to dig in here. 6:50 and counting, fourth quarter. All tied at 21. DuPec with a football at the Fulton 45. Here's Dolan. Dolan. He's going to dive forward after being hit at the 40, dives down to the 38.
Tackled by Damhoff.
Damhoff on the stop along with Ben Hausengay, 7 yards for Dolan.
Gain of 6 on the play, 2nd and 4 from the 39.
Just inside the 39 of the Steamers. Here's Dolan trying that left side, weaves through traffic, still on his feet, look out, almost broke it. He's finally going to be brought down, but not until he gets the first down inside the Steamer 25 at the 24.
10 Rivermen from the Steamer 24.
14 yards and a first down. Dolan doing the work here. Here's a handoff, comes back near side. The quarterback, Rosso, rather keeps it himself. Gets it down close to the Steamer 21. So he'll pick up 3 more.
Tackled by
Keeble on the stop.
and Spooner.
5.5 to go. All tied at 21, but the Rivermen knocking on the door at the Steamer 21. The Steamer defense needs to dig in here and turn away this threat. 5:22 to go. All tied, 21 apiece. This is Dolan, breaks free. Dolan heads towards the end zone, and he is in for the touchdown as Dolan takes it 21 yards for the go-ahead touchdown for the Rivermen. As Dolan scores on the 21-yard run with 5:12 to play here in the fourth quarter. Dolan scores his 4th touchdown. This one on a 21-yard run. Fritzl for the extra point. Kicks on the way. It is up. It is good.
Fritzl's extra point is good. With 5:12 remaining in the game. Rivermen 28, Steamers 21.
So it's now DuPec 28, Fulton 21. 28-21 Rivermen. 5:12 to go here from Steamer Field. We'll step aside and come back with more after this timeout.
Talk to you like a normal person. We're going to explain things, educate you, and just really welcome you in with open arms. It's a very simple phone call to make that could really change your future.
Robert Bertram back here at Steamer Field. 5:12 to go. DuPec has taken the lead back, 28-21, as they'll kick off to the Steamers. End over end on the far sideline, and it goes out of bounds, draws the yellow hanky. They've been aiming for the sidelines all night. And let's see if it's a re-kick or will the Steamers take the ball. They're going to make him kick once again. Are they going to take the ball? Well, looks like. I think this. Steamer's going to take it. Looks like they're going to take the ball at the 35.
Penalty is declined. Steamers will take over 1st and 10 at their own 35.
So the Steamers will decline the penalty, take over 1st and 10 at their own 35. 5:12 to go. Steamers trailing 28-21. So they've gone toe-to-toe with DuPec here tonight. Myers airs it out on the near side, is picked off. Look out. It's a pick six for DuPec as they come up with a pick. Hamilton with the pick six. So Hamilton comes up with a pick six.
He returned it 44 yards for a Riverman touchdown.
Returns it 44 yards for the touchdown. With 5:01 to play. Cooper Hamilton. So the interception return by Cooper Hamilton has extended the lead now for DuPec to 34-21 with the extra point try by Fritzl coming here. Snap, the ball's placed, kick on the way, it is up, and no good.
Fritzel's extra point is no good. With 5:01 remaining in the game, Rivermen 34, Steamers 21.
So just 11 seconds after the Rivermen scored the touchdown, Cooper Hamilton picks off a Braden Myers pass and returns it 44 yards for the touchdown. And it's now DuPec 34, Fulton 21. With 5:01 to play in the ball game. So once again, the Rivermen to boot the ball away. So we'll see if the Steamers can respond here. Down now, 34-21. They're down 2 scores with 5:01 to go here in the 4th quarter. Fritzl to boot the ball away. Going to angle it towards that far sideline. Nope. Looks like he might actually kick it down center of the field. He's going to still kick it towards that sideline, and it goes out of bounds, draws the yellow hanky. So we'll see if the Steamers take it again at the 35.
Steamers will take over 1st and 10 at their own 35.
So they will take it again at their own 35-yard line with 5:01 to go here in the fourth quarter, and Fulton down now 34-21. So it's 1st and 10 Steamers from their own 35. Myers rolls to the near side. He's going to keep it himself and go out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. Jones on the stop, but not until Myers will get 7 yards on the run.
7 on the play, 2nd and 3 from the Steamer 42.
So it brings up 2nd down and 3 for the Steamers from their own 42-yard line. 4:54 to play here in the fourth quarter, and Fulton now down 2 scores, 34-21. Motion far side, Myers rolls to the far side. Looking, still looking, airs it out, incomplete. And we're going to have a penalty flag. Might have been pass interference. Wilkin, the intended receiver, was smothered over on that far side. And it is pass interference against the Rivermen. It is a Steamer 1st down. So they'll march off the yardage on the pass interference against the Rivermen. 8th penalty of the night against the Rivermen. Steamers have it from the 45 of the Rivermen. Motion is Dodd. Gets the handoff, tries to break it to the outside, and he's going to be dropped back at about the 42-yard line.
Gain of 3 on the play. He's 2nd and 7 from the 41.
So they pick up 3 on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 7. So 2nd down and 7 Steamers, 4:15 and counting fourth quarter. Fulton trailing DuPec 34-21. Myers. And he is going to go down.
There's a penalty flag on the play.
There is a penalty flag. Another one comes in from the near sideline. I think that second penalty on the near sideline might be against the Fulton sideline. So we have 2 penalties. So it looks like it could be holding call, I'm guessing, on Fulton, but then there's another penalty on the near sideline, and I think it's against the Fulton sideline. It is a hold. It's declined. And then we're going to have a personal foul on the Steamers.
Personal foul against the Steamers.
And so they'll march it off. For Fulton. As they'll push it back to the 29. So they'll march off the personal foul on the Steamers. Makes it 3rd and 27 for the Steamers from their own 29. And Fulton's going to use a timeout. 4:03 to play in the ball game. It's DuPec 34, Fulton 21. Steamers face a long 3rd down when we come back to Steamer Field after this timeout.
trusting us to manage their money that they work their whole life to achieve, and that's their
All
nest
right,
that they're going to retire
following the
on.
timeout, 3rd down and 27 for the Steamers from their own 29-yard line. 4:03 to play in the ball game, and the Steamers now down 34-21 to DuPec. Myers to throw, looking. Now he's going to keep it himself. Still on his feet, and he's going to slide at about the 35.
Myers, the ball carrier.
As he'll pick up 6 on the carry. And it'll bring up 4th down and 21 for the Steamers from their own 35. So it's 4th down and 31 for the Steamers from their own 35-yard line. They're going to go for it. Here's Myers. Myers airs it out for Landon Liu, and Liu is going to draw the penalty flag for pass interference. Intended for Landon Liu on the near sideline. He had a double team on him, and the penalty flag comes in for the pass interference. Myers had a good ball thrown to Liu that time. It was going to be a 15-yard mark-off
Pass interference against the Rivermen.
on the pass interference against DuPec. Will push it out to the midfield stripe and be a Steamer 1st down. So it's 1st down, Fulton.
Be a 15-yard penalty. Will make it 1st and 10 Steamers from the 50-yard line.
Here's Myers. Now we're going to get well, we'll see what's going on here. It's at the midfield stripe. Evidently not a 1st down. It's 4th down.
It'll be 4th and 16.
So it's 4th and 16 for the Steamers from midfield. Thought it was a 1st down. Everybody up here did. But obviously we're wrong. It'll be 4th down and 16 for the Steamers from the midfield stripe. Trailing 34-21, 3:18 to go in the ball game. Myers going to throw it deep, far side, and that one's going to be picked off. Intercepted at the 20-yard line.
By Garcia.
Garcia comes up with a pick for the Rivermen.
Rivermen will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
As Myers throws his 2nd interception of the ball game. And the Rivermen will take over from their own 20-yard line with 3:11 to go. And DuPec leading 34-21. So 1st and 10, Rivermen. Here's Rosso, the ball carrier, as he dives forward, shy of the 20 at about the 19. As it's going to be no gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 10 for the Rivermen. 2:48 and counting here in the 4th quarter. 34-21, DuPec. And the Steamers are going to jump. So the Steamers will draw their 9th penalty of the ball game. 2nd and 5 for DuPec from their own 25-yard line. 2.5 to go. 34-21, the Rivermen lead the Steamers. Here in the home opener at Steamer Field. Rosso waiting as long as he can. Let the clock continue to run down as we approach the 2-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. And DuPec leading Fulton 34-21. Rosso, the ball carrier, still on his feet, cuts it to the outside, breaks the tackle, spins across the 40 to about the 42, and that's good for the first down. Myers and Connor on the stop for the Steamers, but not until Rosso gets 17 on the carry. So it's 1st and 10, Rivermen from their own 42-yard line. 1:45 left here and counting in the fourth quarter. And DuPec leading 34-21. As the Rivermen will take their time before running the play. As DuPec will start out 2-0. The Steamers will drop to 0-2 and hit the road to Forreston next Friday night. So timeout on the field, 1:21 to go, 34-21 DuPec. Rivermen will have the football, 1st and 10 from their own 42 when we come back after this timeout.
We've got a saying around here that says we're just regular people helping regular people. And I think it's more than a saying. I think when you walk through the door, you realize that.
We believe in being good stewards of what has been entrusted to us, and that includes people trusting us to manage their money that they work their whole life to achieve, and that's their nest that they're going to retire on.
You're going to feel like you're part of a family. We're going to talk to you like a normal person. We're going to explain things, educate you, and just really welcome you in with open arms. It's a very simple.
Robert Bertram back here at Steamer Field. Following the timeout, Rosso turns it upfield. He struggles to get back to the line of scrimmage at the 42. We'll say no gain on the carry, maybe a yard. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 10 as we approach 1 minute remaining in the ball game, and DuPec leading 34-21 over the Steamers. And again, this is the last time these two schools will face each other in football, as DuPec will be getting out of the NUIC next season and moving into the Big Northern Conference. Rosso going to keep it himself, across the 45, the 50, into Steamer territory. Finally going to be downed at about the Steamer 47. So 11 yards and a Riverman first down. 1st and 10 at the Steamer 47, 25 seconds to play. I don't know if they even will have to run a play. Ten seconds, and I think that's going to do it. We're not going to get another play off. And the DuPec Rivermen survive a scare from the hometown Fulton Steamers. Final score tonight, it's DuPec 34 and Fulton 21. 34-21, the Rivermen downing the Fulton Steamers, as DuPec will run its record to 2-0 on the season. The Steamers dropped to 0-2 on the season. 34-21, DuPec downing the Fulton Steamers here tonight from Steamer Field. 34-21, DuPec defeating Fulton here this evening. We'll step aside for this extended timeout. When we come back, we'll recap the ball game for you, take a look at some statistics, and then have a chat with head coach Patrick Lower of the Fulton Steamers. All that coming up on the post game, but we'll step aside for this extended timeout. Again, It is the Rivermen from DuPec downing the Fulton Steamers tonight here from Steamer Field, 34-21. Back after this extended timeout. All right, welcome back to Steamer Field, where the Rivermen from DuPec hold on and defeat the Fulton Steamers tonight by the final score of 34-21. But Fulton toe-to-toe with the Rivermen tonight. And some crucial mistakes down the stretch allowed the Rivermen to pull out the roadie over the Steamers tonight, 34-21, to run their record to 2-0 on the young season. Steamers dropped to 0-2, but hats off to the Steamers. Again, they were toe-to-toe with the Rivermen for most of the night tonight. And joining us, head coach Patrick Lower. And, Coach, despite a loss, I know it's a tough loss here, especially knowing that your team went toe-to-toe with one of the favorites in the conference this year.
Well, you know, I was so very proud of these kids. And, you know, we as coaches look for improvement from week to week. Honestly, we look for it day to day. And, you know, we saw that improvement each and every day this week. And then come out here, and you don't quite know how we're going to handle these guys because they're huge. They have a somewhat simple X and O game where they're just kind of get underneath your shoulder pad level and you know, try to get their 3, 4, 5 yards and kind of lull you to sleep type of. They're a little bit different without a Hoffman at quarterback, but they're still a very powerful run team. And we knew we had our work cut out for us, but I was so proud of our kids. We fought for 4 quarters. We played so hard. You know, and I told the kids in the end zone, you know, everybody's going to look at the final score and think, oh, you lost. Well, yes, we did. But, I mean, there's a lot of victories in that tonight. Yeah. And I was very proud of our young guys out there playing, our veterans out there played together. You could see it when they were coming on and off the field. Energy, night and day difference from last week to this week. Very proud of our kids, and that's just a testament. And it makes me feel good and proud of them, knowing that moving forward here, regardless of what happens, we've got kids that are fighting each and every week. And I'm very proud of that and proud to say that I'm their head coach.
And I tell you what, take away those 2 interceptions by Braden Myers, and your field general there had one heck of a night. Unofficially over 207 yards, 15 of 22, 2 touchdowns. Also ran for 60 yards as well. And then you had some receivers, Ben Hausengay, standing out for you as well, and some others that stepped up, even some of the younger players.
Yeah, and we've got a real good mixture of young and old guys. And, you know, Braden was and he'd be the first to tell you last week he didn't play very well. And our offense didn't play very well. And we were set on making sure we played a little better tonight. And Braden was unbelievable, to be honest with you. He was great. He was exactly what we needed him to be. I talked to him earlier this week about, hey, if it's not there, just take off and use your athleticism. Yeah. And he did that tonight, like you said, 60 yards. You know, the picks at the end, he's trying to make a play, so I don't discount that. They changed up coverages on that first one. You know, we didn't quite see that in time, but other than that, he was flawless. And not only that, but he's directing everybody in our no huddle stuff, and just really proud of him. And again, knowing that he bounced back from a lackluster performance week 1. Our whole offense wasn't in sync last week. Tonight, much better, and just again, very, very proud, very proud.
Well, and really to hold DuPec to 21 points through 3 quarters of football, that's something in itself for your defense.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You know, and last year we went up there and we gave up a lot of points. We gave up a lot of yards, and that was, you know, to be truthful, that was a better DuPec team, a more veteran group. This one isn't as veteran as that, but anytime you go up against a team like that, if you can limit them to 21 points or 21 points and heading in the fourth quarter, you know, I felt really good about where we were. You know, we had them, I think, on their heels a little bit defensively, and I think we had them a little skittish. I think they thought they were coming down here and maybe getting a running clock or, you know, just dominating us. And our kids fought. And just, again, I keep saying it, but I'm just very proud of these guys. And, you know, can't wait to get going. We deserve a win. We need to get a win, but we're going to have to go out there and earn it, and we're going to have to take a win. We're going to have to go win a ball game instead of playing well for a quarter or well for 3.5. We got to go put one together.
Well, and that's the thing. If people understand, other schools understand 34-21 wasn't really the final of this game, how close it really was. late into that fourth quarter. And if anything, that gives your team confidence heading into the road next week at Forston. Probably also maybe opens some eyes of other teams in the NUIC.
Absolutely. I mean, I think everybody knew coming into this season that we had some guys coming back from last year, but we were going to be pretty young, and we are at key spots out there. But it's like Yogi Bear said, it's getting late early, and we got to put together a ball game, and I think we will. I know it's coming. I feel it. Again, yes, we're 0-2, but again, night and day from last week. We're getting better. I'm very excited for these guys and to see, them keep maturing and growing. And it's a hard ball game. It's a hard game to conquer. It's a hard game to play well. It's a hard game to win a ball game, and that's evident. And you can see it in our kids' eyes. It's tough, but we've got the right kids for that.
You definitely do. Well, Coach, back to work, but I have a good feeling next Friday night. Good luck to you on the road at Forston.
Yep. Thank you very much.
All right, that's head coach Patrick Lower of the Fulton Steamers. Again, the Steamers falling tonight 34-21 to DuPec, but that final score again deceiving as the Steamers were toe-to-toe with the Rivermen through 3 quarters, tied at 21, and then some mistakes in the fourth quarter, and the Rivermen took advantage of it to get the win 34-21. Unofficially, for the Rivermen, all of their yardage on the ground, 392 unofficial rushing yards for the Rivermen. Dermot Dolan leading the way with 198 rushing yards. Lucas Rosso finished with 96 yards unofficially rushing. Brady Moore had 80 yards. So unofficially 392 yards of offense for the Rivermen. Steamers finished just shy of 300 at 299 yards. 92 rushing, 60 of those, as I mentioned, unofficially belonging to the quarterback, Braden Myers. Myers also tonight unofficially 15 out of 22 for 207 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he also had a couple picks as well. So the Steamers go down to defeat for the second time this season. They dropped to 0-2 in the NUIC, 0-2 on the season. DuPec improves to 2-0 in conference play. They're also 2-0 on the season. Steamers in action next Friday night on the road as they will play at Forston, still looking for their first win of the 2025 season. So that's going to do it for our telecast here tonight from Steamer Field. Sorry we couldn't bring you better news. Thanks for tuning in this evening. Thanks to those behind the studios for their great engineering work this evening. Again, the final score here from Steamer Field. It's DuPec downing the Fulton Steamers in the Steamer home opener, 34-21. Until next time, Robert Bertram saying so long from Fulton High School.